everyone to the go-home show for Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, the final episode of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions before the Great Balls of Fire pay-per-view this Sunday. Dunks staring at me intently. I am your Friday Night Fights general manager and commentator, Trey. And welcome to an exciting night of action here tonight. I've got lots of beep boops going off on my phone, but they are unimportant right now as Dunks crawls underneath my desk for some reason. Oh, he hid a toy under there, of course. A brilliant play on Dunks' behalf. Is this Raw entrance over? I swear there was an option in settings to turn these off, and I swear I did it. But apparently that just means jack shit. But here we are at JCP. What are you just snooting your dude? Are you just being a heckin' good boy? He says, of course. It's what he do. It's what he do. Here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. Sold out crowd of 2,700 people. Dunks crawls into my lap, ready for an exciting night of action as we prepare to hear from your Jimmbob Crocket Promotions general manager, Jim Boss. This is always a hell of a time. It's always very exciting. Definitely no sarcasm whatsoever to hear from this general manager. Dunk, why must you always smooch? I love your smooches. You have the chat team for Fire Pro World? Yeah, I saw that tweet. I just didn't respond because I had started up the universe. I'm excited for Fire Pro tonight. I think it's going to be a fun event. But I am a little upset because I thought there was a category in the workshop for strikers. There is not. So now, as soon as I'm done here, I have to go spend time putting a bunch of people in boxing matches with Little Mac to see if they'll ever actually box, so that we don't get a bunch of stupid stalemates during the tournament. So that's going to be a way to spend my time. Wasn't Jimmbob in the mental hospital? No. That was just a recommendation. He had no obligation to abide by that. And he did not. So here he is, heading out here tonight, the go-home show for Great Balls of Fire. You know, he's been putting together a big match card for this event. It's looking, you know, it could be his best pay-per-view ever. That's my personal opinion, having looked at the card that's planned, matches that have been announced, some that are yet to transpire. WWE Universe, I want to come out here and have some fun with you, but I'm going to keep it 100. I'm pissed off and not in the mood to play around. Let's get one thing straight. We all know what I'm steaming about, right? I don't have to get into specifics. There's a whole lot happening around here. A whole lot I don't like, and a whole lot I plan to do about it. The WWE Universe deserves more than just the same old garbage on their screens. And when I say garbage, some of the guys in the back may even take that as a compliment. I could go on forever, but you get the point. The WWE Universe wants to see me compete, and now I'm demanding it. Still torn whether I want Andre or Okada for chat team since I need a big man, but Okada's so good. He's mad they made him look mental. He's mad they made him go to a mental hospital. You hear that? That's the sound of these fans about to tear this place apart. This movement is unstoppable. It's time to get on board or get run over. You know what? For once, I agree with the gym boss. The fans loved it when he fought. Also, we're losing a ton of frames. I recognize that. This promo doesn't matter. You can hear me read over it. From here on out, the WWE is going to be a different landscape, and I'm going to change the landscape for all of you. You deserve a fighter. You deserve a ring sold with blood, sweat, and tears from all my competition. And then he just leaves. So we're going to throw up that logo for a bit and see if frames ever come back. It wasn't doing this when I started, I swear to God. So let's hope things fix. We'll just have a nice little conversation. We'll talk about Great Balls. Let's hype Great Balls of Fire for a bit, while I wait for frame drops to hopefully stop. Let me, what I was saying was I agree with Jim Boss. You know, when he had that match with Rock Lee, the only match he's ever actually had in his Jimmbob persona. He had he was a pretty big fan favorite as Jimmbob back in 2K18. You know, a door just slammed in the other room. I'm gonna assume it was the wind. You know, as I said before, he was Fight Master champion for like a week. I don't remember who he beat for it, but I'm pretty sure he lost it to Ric Flair. But either way, you know, I'm sure the fans would love to see him again after he, killed Rock Lee. Inserts commercials on Rock Lee return. I know, we have not seen Rock Lee since Jimmbob destroyed him. He is still out on injury. It's absurd. It's actually ridiculous. But let's talk about some of our, let's actually talk about nothing, because I think we're done dropping frames. If we start to drop frames again, then I will, hype Great Balls of Fire. We're starting to drop frames again, coincidentally, just as I acknowledge that. Let's make sure I have the match card set up. I do indeed have it set up perfectly fine. We are not inserting a commercial on Rock Lee's return. We're inserting a commercial on Heath Slater, because Heath Slater is still missing. Big Boss Man is still in the case. After capturing and interrogating Brock Lesnar and chaining him back up in his chain dungeon, his beast cell, we've checked his feces, and Brock Lesnar, in fact, did not consume Heath Slater. Much to the delight of, I'm sure, a lot of you. Heath Slater, still not technically confirmed dead. He is still missing, and we are going to try and find him. Don't forget to use hashtag #BringHimHome on social media to help us find Heath Slater. He has kids, and he needs to come home. And I think we are done dropping frames, so I'll hype up Great Balls of Fire either at the end of the show or the next time we lose frames again. Until then, we have a big match coming up. A big match featuring Earthquake, one half of the Natural Disasters, versus Big E, 1/3 of the New Day. And I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, wow, New Day versus Natural Disasters. What a tag team rivalry in the making. Maybe you're right, but that's not what we're here for tonight. These two teams, just a coincidence. A coincidence that they're tag teams, because these boys are fighting for a bigger prize. That's right, Big E versus Earthquake. Money in the Double Easy. Well, Heath Slater could still be in his stomach getting dissolved. He's not. We have tested. Lesnar did not eat Slater. This is a Money in the Bank Beat the Clock Challenge qualifier. And I'm hesitating on starting the match because I had to reload Twitch chat. Because when my internet crapped out, and I lost those frames, it also crapped out my laptop a little bit where I run chat. This is the one time where I feel very confident blaming the wind for occasionally dropping those frames, because it is ridiculously windy outside. Alright, we're good to go. Let me make sure I get my timer set up. I'm going to rely on you, chat, to tell me if we start dropping frames. Because I'm going to have the timer open over... No, I'm not. Never mind. I'm an idiot. I'm actually... Never mind. You don't have to tell me if we're dropping frames. I'll keep an eye on the thing. Either way, we're ready to go. Timer is going to start as soon as the ref shakes his hand. And there it is. I think it took it a second to load, but that'll be fine. They are setting the time for the competitors on Friday Night Fights to beat. I don't know who those competitors are going to be yet, but we'll find out later today, as soon as Jimmbob Promotions is over, since I'm doing both shows. Assuming we don't just have a complete stream crash. As Earthquake immediately taken to Big E. Two big boys fighting out to make it to Money in the Bank. And we already have one big boy confirmed for Money in the Bank in Snorlax. This is a squash. I mean, if it is a squash, it looks like Earthquake's going to Money in the Bank. Unless Big E can hold on. We're just going to open every show with a squash from now on. No, Big E reversing. It ain't a squash just yet. Big belly-to-belly suplex to Earthquake. The comeback, the strong man that is Big E Langston. Irish whipping Earthquake over the top rope and put him right back in. I'm very concerned about this ring breaking here tonight. Snapmare. As Big E now choking out Earthquake in the chin lock. Come on, you want to come up here, Dunks? You giving me the good snoop? Come here. I will abduct you. Hello, good boy. Dunks is very upset right now because I had to pick up the rug and the bed, like the blankets and everything that he normally lays on because we're cleaning the floor. Oh my God, what a leg! Big E squashing Earthquake. Oh, and there's the elbow drop, literally squashing Big E. 1, 2. Oh, Big E kicks out right after 2. Earthquake can't believe it. This could be the big singles push Earthquake has been begging for if he can win Money in the Bank. Big right hook. Oh, but Big E not letting him come from behind. No, Earthquake preventing the same. I should be ready to pause the timer as soon as someone pins. I forgot this was beat the clock for a second. Multiple headbutts to the top turnbuckle. More moves should be done on the middle rope. It really should. You get more advantages out of it. Oh! Earthquake catching Big E's leg. Oh my God, almost broke it. Just snapped him right there. Oh, did Earthquake just do a delete? Is Earthquake gonna delete Big E? What is he doing? Oh, what a big boy splash. 1, 2. Oh, and Big E kicks out. What on earth? Big E refusing to go down. Big shotgun clothesline. Has Mysterio ever done a top rope 619? I've never seen one. That doesn't mean he's never done one. That almost broke Earthquake's neck, the overhead belly to belly. Big E getting hyped up. Can he hit the big ending on Earthquake? He's got the big boy all the way up for the big ending. Now into the pin. 1, 2, and Earthquake immediately kicking out after 2. This is getting ridiculous. These two men. I love how a match going 3.5 minutes is ridiculous by our standards at this point. This match could this match reach 5 minutes, aka the pay-per-view standard? Oh, Earthquake throwing Big E to the ground, rolling him over out of nowhere. 1, 2, and Big E just launches him off.
What's it gonna take to keep this guy down?
Dunk's getting quite invested in this show. Who you rooting for, Dunks? Big E or Earthquake? Dunks refuses to answer, knowing that his favorite always loses. I'm sorry, Dunks. For some, there's a glitch when you do a running move like axe kick or leg drop. You're going into zigzag, then hit him. What the hell? Neck breaker from Big E. I mean, zigzag, like elbow drop. Freaking 1. Oh my God, Earthquake kicking out at 1. Getting some more energy. This is an Iron Man match.
He doesn't appear to be in a hurry to get up here.
It's a reverse Iron Man match, which is just a beat the clock challenge.
We'll see how
Oh,
long his stamina can last.
big paunchies. Oh no! I guess a reverse beat the clock challenge. I guess a reverse Iron Man match would just be the first person to score X many points. I guess that's really just a best 2 out of 3 or whatever, but with more falls. Earthquake now going for the pin off that body slam. I assume it was. No, Big E still in there. Almost jumped up to go stop the timer, but we are still going. You know, I don't know who's gonna be facing each other yet. Oh, elbow drop! I don't know who's gonna be facing each other on Friday Night Fights, but they must be feeling pretty good about how much time they're gonna have to finish their fight. And now Earthquake gets Big E up. What a power slam! No. Oh, and the big boy butt bomb. Dunks, why are you so aggressive right now? Pin on Big E. 1, 2. No, my God, I really thought that was it. And Earthquake arguing with the referee. Big E not staying down. Big E. Knee to Earthquake's face. Oh, he's whipping them titties out. This is the biggest E we've ever seen. And he's looking for the big W. Big ending to Earthquake. Right into the pin. That's got to be it. 1, 2, 3, and Big E at 6 minutes, 20 seconds. That is going to be actually a pretty easy time to beat. Big E's gonna... he didn't do it in zigzag movement, that's why he didn't win. You're right. You're absolutely right. He didn't do the delete chant. Big E not deleted by earthquake, by broken earthquake.
Here is your winner,
Big E hoping to go to Money in the Bank. But like, you know, I don't want to be rude to Big E. I never saw the computer take the strap off. Put it back on. It's vulgar. He doesn't want to do the hip swivels with his titty out. He's not a stripper. He's a showman. Well, let's move on to our next match here tonight. What a fucking like jive. Why? Okay, I guess it is a fucking rivalry. Okay, whatever, whatever you say, game. As we now get into
The match we have next is going to be awesome.
Oh shit! Wait a minute. What the fuck match is this? Roderick Strong's in the hospital. Are you okay, Dunks? He's very concerned too. Dunks is like, what the hell? Roderick Strong was like destroyed by Big Papa Smurf on last week's show. He's supposed... I know the rivalry will continue. Roderick Strong was crushed by Big Papa Smurf. I was told literally earlier today that he was still paralyzed. That Big Papa Smurf shattered Roderick Strong's spine. How is he set for a match with Sami Zayn? Dunks doesn't understand. Oh, I get it now.
There's no other way to put it.
Oh, and immediately Sami Zayn takes him out the flatliner. Ruby Riott. How did I forget that the Strong Riot? Ruby Riott. I just didn't even click in my head. I was so surprised about Roderick Strong. Ruby Riott's out here with him. Ruby Riott, as you may be aware, I mentioned, is a dark wizard of herself, a master of puppet mastery. Could she have taken control of the paralyzed body of Roderick Strong?
So tell us, oh wise one, what's he got to do to win here tonight?
Hurricane Rana, and if so, why is Ruby Riott using the paralyzed Roddy as her human puppet? Things just don't make sense here. Snap DDT. As Roderick Strong now up to the second rope. And diving, oh, misses the forearm. Sami Zayn getting him up to his feet. Irish whip into the rope. Oh, what? Oh my God! What an arm drag! Sami Zayn has a match scheduled for Great Balls of Fire, where we will see the Canadian Destroyer, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, finally go 2-on-2 against Brains and Braun Strowman and Neville. Riott learned from Freddy Krueger by controlling him with the Power Glove. Is Ruby Riott wearing a Power Glove? I thought she learned it from the fucking Mizzard compound. I just assume everyone goes to the Mizzard compound now. Could Ruby Riott have some kind of connection to the Mizzards? Falcon's Arrow from Roddy. Roderick Strong, he's a... oh, fuck, I can't say he's a good guy anymore. NXT takeovers happen in real life. In kayfabe and Universe, Roddy's a good guy. I'm sure he hates being controlled by a villain such as Ruby Riott. Sami Zayn fighting back. What the hell is this? Oh, like an exploder Falcon's Arrow! One! And Roddy kicks out. That's the magic of Ruby Riott there, keeping her puppet strong. Oh, Blue Thunderbomb! I thought he was going to go for the pin, but no. Sami Zayn not finished with Roddy, setting him up in the corner. Oh, Roddy. Not even Roddy. Ruby Riott saw it coming. Oh, okay. I guess that's an Olympic slam. I don't know what to call that move. Into the pin. 1, 2. No, not even a 2. Sami kicking out after 1. At least he's a hot villain. You're not wrong. Ruby Riott having Roddy set Sami Zayn up for the Devil's Knees! I was about to say, Roddy able to avoid that haluva kick thanks to the wizardry of Ruby Riott, who saw it coming. Because when Roddy's dazed, Ruby Riott is not dazed, but Sami Zayn kicking out of the Devil's Knees. Big stomp. For the record, for any of you who want to correct me and tell me that they're called the Double Knees, I was actually passed a note by Ruby Riott as this match was getting underway that literally just said, call it the Devil's Knees, and I'm going to assume this is what she meant. I do not want to become a human puppet, so I will listen to her. Have mercy. Big stomp by Sami Zayn, who's going on up to the second rope now. Oh, what a senton! I almost called him Roddy Riott for a second there. Into the pin! One, and Roderick Strong kicking out. Look at her juking and jiving. She's shooting her hand up, pulling that puppet Roddy up to his waist, Undertaker position to kick out. How can anyone beat a Roderick Strong that doesn't feel pain? And with a blue thunder bomb, that's how. And still, he's not finished. He wants to hit that haluva kick, but Ruby Riott's not going to let that happen. As Roderick Strong gets Sammy up. Oh, for the gut check! And now Ruby Riott making Roddy taunt the crowd. The crowd doesn't know how to feel. They want to cheer Roddy, but they hate Ruby Riott. Ninja roll by Sami Zayn, avoiding literally nothing. Oh my god, a suplex. Ruby Riott's in shock. She was so surprised by that move. Roddy might have a broken leg, but it doesn't matter. He's already, his entire body's paralyzed. You can't really hurt him much more than that. Oh, Roderick Strong going for the snap DDT, but Sammy fighting back, knee to his gut. And there's the Exploder Falcon's Arrow. Didn't go for the pin, as it was clearly going to be a rope break. Sami Zayn exhausted. Doesn't know how to fight this zombie-like competitor who never gets tired, never gets hurt. But you have to imagine as the fight goes on, it drains Ruby Riott of her powers. And maybe eventually her grip on Roddy will slip and Sami Zayn can take advantage. As he's got Roddy up. Oh! Secret submission move! Koji clutch on the man who can't feel pain. And that's it. Roddy has the tap. Ruby Riott had to make sure that Sammy didn't kill her new puppet with his secret submission, the Koji clutch. She's playing the long game here. There we saw those Devil's Knees, which Sami Zayn somehow managed to kick out of. 2 blue thunder bombs and a Koji clutch is what it took to get rid of this disgusting meat puppet formerly known as Roderick Strong.
What a grueling match. It looked like anybody's match there toward the end. Great effort from both these guys, Michael. I'm willing to bet this isn't the last time we see them.
Sami Zayn, very excited for this victory. Xbox or PS4. This is on PS4. On the PlayStation. Wait a minute, Ryan made a strong tap. She's joining the Canadian Destroyers. No, she's just trying to save her asset. She doesn't want... She knows how deadly that Koji clutch can be. She didn't want Roderick's head getting snapped. If Roddy's dead, she can't control him. She only get him... He's paralyzed, but he's alive. She can't let Sammy just, like, choke him out. She's saving him. Rest in peace. Nia Jax versus Tifa Lockhart here in our women's match. What the fuck is the women's match for Great Balls of Fire? I know we know what it is, or at least we know the competitors. I have not been informed of match types. I have simply been informed of, you know, stuff. Candice LeRae versus Beth Phoenix. Wow, this next match. I know. Let's get right into it. Candice LeRae defending her JoJo's Bizarre Championship against Beth Phoenix. at Great Balls of Fire, but you know both of these women could be looking for an opportunity at that title coming up at whatever his next pay-per-view is. I don't know if it's going to be Battlegrounds or if it's going to be something else. That just depends on if he has Thorne's Super Sweet title. If Machoke retains the title at Great Balls of Fire, we don't even know what Machoke's title. That's the one match I don't know at Great Balls of Fire. I do not know what Machoke's title defense is going to be. Thorne has not gotten back to me on that one. We will know in time for the pay-per-view. Look at that springboard taking Nia Jax down. Oh, missing the knee as Jax gets up to her feet. This is a very action-heavy episode of Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. I know Jimmbob Crocket Promotions is known for being the longer, more dialogue-heavy show. Oh, what a pop-up powerbomb from Nia Jax. But actually, only 2 promos scheduled for this entire show. Mostly action leading into Great Balls of Fire. I kind of respect that. You know, maybe I'll throw a few more promos into my show, even it out. Probably won't, though. Still got more to stream later tonight. I'm going to take this time, as I've forgotten to do so, and I'm going to go ahead and give... We're going to look at some statistics. We're going to give Earthquake his L. That was his first singles loss. He's never been in a singles match before. Biggie, similar position, except he came out with the win. Sammy coming out with a win, looking strong going into Great Balls of Fire. Actually, his first singles victory in his 3rd match. So congratulations to him. Roderick Strong, actually, his 2nd loss, because of course he lost to Big Papa Smurf. Weapon of mass destruction. Throwing. Oh, she's getting Nia Jax up on the top rope. What on earth? What are you doing? Super neck breaker from Tifa. Jesus.
Nope, that one misses. Boy, that was terrible.
But Nia Jax still fighting strong. There's that snapmare.
Can't wake up from that one.
Trying hard to wrench the head of Tifa. Trying to snap her little head right off.
We're looking at complete domination.
Oh, but there she is fighting back. Punch to the gut. Oh, and a right hook to the face. Giving her the opportunity for the super kick. Taking Nia Jax down. There should be a finisher called the MAD, the Mutually Assured Destruction or Death. I would go with Destruction. The MAD. That's like something that like Luchador Big Show would have. He like wore a mask and he was just like, booyaka, booyaka, it's the Big Show. There it is. Phoenix down!
That's it. That's what she needed.
Dragging Nia, center of the ring, into the pin. 1, 2, 3, and Tifa Lockhart defeats Nia Jax in what I think is her debut match. That is definitely... I don't know if it's her debut match, because I don't remember if she was in any of the earlier, like, triple threats or fatal four-ways and just didn't get pinned. But she's 1-0 now. Nia Jax, amazingly, Big Show 619. Amazingly, Nia Jax 0-3. She's on a losing streak here on Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. You do not see that. It's not need to give the Big Show that in Universe. And congratulations to Tifa picking up a big win over Nia Jax. But is it really a big win? Is it really a big win if everyone who's ever fought Nia Jax in Universe has beaten her? I think these are the real questions we need to ponder here as we move on to our next match, which is, of course, going to be Kevin Owens versus Neville. Now, this match happened a couple weeks ago. It might have been the last show of this one. It might have been the last Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Could have been the one before that. No, she's the same in game in IRL. Well, IRL, she's women's champ right now, so. This match happened. I want to say on the last Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. Could have been 2 ago, but this was a shocking match when it happened, because this was the first time either Kevin Owens or Sami Zayn had gotten one up on Neville and Strowman. In fact, Owens just out of nowhere just squashed Neville, pop-up powerbomb, won the match in less than like 20 seconds. Well, this time there's no one at ringside. Sami Zayn had a match earlier. Braun just isn't in the ring tonight. So we're going to see if this goes. Neville requested a rematch before their tag team competition at Great Balls of Fire. Oh, Neville jumping in, clearly furious about what happened, I'm going to assume last week. Neville ambushing Owens, not going to get caught off guard like he was last time. And the match begins. Neville fighting dirty, fighting sneaky. Oh, bouncing him off the turnbuckle. Running power slam. Shades of his partner, Braun Strowman. Big kick to Owens' back. Sami Zayn got an impressive win earlier tonight against Roderick Strong. Frog splash to the back. Kevin Owens' back. Fun fact, Neville and Gravity are in war to see who will give it first. But Gravity keeps forgetting about this war with Neville. Well, I think that gives Neville an advantage then. Kevin Owens now starting to fight back. Snapmare. He wants to make sure the Canadian Destroyers stay strong heading into Great Balls of Fire. He doesn't want any of this 50-50 booking bullshit.
The WWE Universe is envious of Kevin Owens. It's pretty disgusting.
Oh, Neville choking Owens out, but Owens able to grab the rope. I wish it said rope break like in the older games. Oh, what a shotgun lariat. Now rolling Neville over. Center of the ring. Oh, big knee to the back. And Neville trying to injure his lower lumbar region, trying to prevent him from doing those fancy top rope moves that he's best at. And Owens taking the turnbuckle off. Maybe trying to remove Neville from the equation before their match at Great Balls of Fire. Arm drag.
I'm sure Kevin Owens appreciates your unconditional.
Kevin Owens smart, keeping Neville grounded.
Universe may not agree with Kevin Owens' approach. They certainly know.
You know, I don't want
to be taken lightly.
Encourage cheating on my show or Jacob's. But it is a smart, if not just dirty, filthy tactic by Kevin Owens to expose that turnbuckle to try and put away Neville before Great Balls of Fire. You know, this is the go-home showing. If you're going to put him away, now's the time to do it. 2-on-1 on Strowman, they could actually do it. Strowman's big, but I don't know if he's beat both of them big in-game. In real life, he'd fucking kill both of them, but nonetheless. Kevin Owens now dragging Sami center of the ring. I'm sorry, dragging Neville center of the ring. Fucking botchamania right there.
Yeah, seemed to be just testing the waters a bit there. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Owens gets Neville up. Oh, leg sweep.
The reversal from Neville.
As Neville locks in the armbar. Oh my god, he's trying to break Owens' arm. Will Owens tap? Will he risk injury heading into Great Balls of Fire? He's able to get out of it.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole.
Nasty right hook. As Neville sends him into the corner. Oh, and the reversal. Kick to the gut. Oh, and here it comes. Classic cannonball from KO. And we all know what that leads into, but I think Kevin Owens is going to give him a chance to stay down, going for the pinfall. 1, 2, and Neville kicks out. Owens, furious, looking for the win here. In the corner, shaking his head no. He knows what he has to do to put Neville away. Slams him hard into the ground. And KO's calling for it. That classic. Close range. Pop. Oh, and through the bottom rope. 1, 2. Oh, and Neville still kicks out. I thought he was going to snap his neck on that bottom rope. How did Neville kick out of that? As Owens has him up now. Into a stun gun. Hate submission moves where you can pin the person who's doing it, but don't try it and tap. Yep. It's one of those funky things about wrestling. Kevin Owens now looking for a pin off a quick move. 1, 2, and Neville still kicking out.
I am impressed.
It has been pretty back and forth, but mostly Owens in this match. Maybe not anymore. What a Hurricane Rana by Neville, who out of nowhere, going to the top rope. I really didn't see this coming. Literally out of nowhere. Oh, inverted 450. I thought he was going to go for the red arrow. Maybe it's for the best that he didn't, since Owens was able to get out of the way of it. Elbow. Now Neville has Owens up. Oh my god, I don't know what to call that. It was basically an F5. Where's The Miz been? The Miz is not scheduled for this show. Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. As Neville trying to choke Owens out with a sleeper hold here. Will Owens pass out or tap out? No, neither. Instead throws Neville off. Jimmbob Crocket Promotions, Jim Boss, decided that it was best for Miz and Perkins to not be here tonight, considering that at Great Balls of Fire, they will have a 2-on-3 handicap match against the Law to end this once and for all. Oh my god! What a neck breaker by Owens.
Did you see the impact?
Right into another pop-up power bomb on the bottom rope again. 1, 2, 3, and Owens picks up the victory over Neville for the second time in a row, albeit this one a lot more hard-fought. What can I say? Except for congratulations to Kevin Owens. You know, he fought smart in that fight. Clearly, he is not taking he's not taking this tag match at Great Balls of Fire for granted. Kevin Owens actually 2-0, undefeated. It's 4-on-2. Stop forgetting about Gargamel. Also is an elimination. I don't know. That's up to Jimmbob. It's not 4-on-2 because even if Gargamel's there, which we don't know if he's invisible, he's a ghost, he's not an official part of the match. It's 3-on-2, and there's some outside interference. There's some outside interference. Owens ready to go 2-on-2. Sammy and Owens, Canadian Destroyer, standing tall here tonight, ready to take on Braun and Neville this Sunday. Goodness, Dunk just did a little hiccup in his sleep. Final match next, that's right. The main event. But first we are going to hear from the black referee. I don't actually, I don't know why. To be honest with you, he just wanted to come out here and say something. He was drafted by Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. A shocking move on my part for Jimmbob Crocket Promotions in the WWE draft to draft a referee. They have not used him in any matches so far. They've just been using their Japanese ref. I guess he's just coming out here to talk. I don't ask me, They're free to say what they want. Ref shooting, brother. We know that the black ref, we did see him at, stop him. We did see him at one of the pay-per-views, I think it was Extreme Rules, during the Batman match. That 6-man tag or whatever. He was at ringside. It might have been a 2-on-2. He was at ringside. He's a big fan of the product. He loves being here. But he just doesn't really get used for anything. Someone stop him. I mean, hell, if Jim Boss can come out here every fucking week with a mic, who's to say the referee can't? Why not? I hope he just starts taking Lee's place, to be honest with you, in terms of cutting a pointless promo every week. He's so excited to be here. Let's hear what he has to say. I have been a member of the WWE long enough to know that friends are few and far between, and enemies are a dime a dozen. So excuse me if I go a little off the cuff tonight, because there's something eating away at me that needs to be addressed immediately. Alright, he's going off the cuff. Immediately we need him like Fandango tasered. He's gonna break kayfabe. Just in case it needs to be said, I'm the hardest working superstar in this company, and I need to be given the respect I deserve. I've sweat buckets and shed too many tears to go unnoticed any longer. I'm a competitor What I do best is compete. That's how to become a champion in the WWE. So I'm letting the entire locker room know that if any superstar wants to face me, I'm right here. Is the black ref stepping away from referee duty and stepping into the ring as a competitor? Wait a minute, that's not the black ref, it's virtual. Get rid of him before he tries to sell his merch. I'm gonna train, bleed, sweat, and do everything I'm known for. Because when my opportunity comes, I'll crush it. You can count on that. I want the entire WWE Universe to remember tonight. Because with your help, I'm going to change how things are run around here. No longer are worthy superstars like me going to be passed up and ignored. The fight starts tonight. And I'm leading the charge. Wait a minute. Similar to how we saw Kurt Hawkins surprise retire, did Black Ref just announce his retirement as a referee? And then announce that he's starting a war against Jimmbob Crocket Promotions? What is going on? Is this a revolution? Is this a civil war from the inside? And you know Jim Boss is not going to be happy about that. You know, that promo kind of makes sense. I know. We should have never gave the ref a mic. He's out here dropping bars and destroying the company. What on earth? And as we prepare for our main event here tonight, let's take a moment. Let's talk about Snorlax and Black Ref for working together. They're gonna take over the universe. You're ready for 2K18, where it's like Saturday night Snorlax and like I don't know what to say for Black Ref. He's just Jimmbob Crocket Promotions led by Black Ref. As we get ready for our main event here tonight, let's hype up. We're trying to take over both companies. Let's take a moment. Let's hype up Great Balls of Fire, where you will see such great matches as Machoke defending Thorne's Super Sweet Championship title belt. I don't know against who. I don't know what kind of match. But, like, I just don't know. If we don't know anything about the Machoke defense. But you will also see Candice LeRae defending her championship against Beth Phoenix. Again, I don't know the match type. But it could be anything. We'll know this as the time comes. I will announce it once I am made aware by the gym boss. We will have the McMahons, Shane and Vince, going 2-on-2 against the Shield. I don't know what two members of the Shield for the Tag Team Championships. Darth Maul will face the winner of tonight's main event for the Fight Master Championship. The Miz and TJ Perkins will have a 2-on-3 handicap match against John Cena, RoboCop, and Deadpool, the Law, to finally end their rivalry. Brains and Braun, Neville and Strowman versus the Canadian Destroyer, Sammy and Owens, in a tag team match. And finally, in the main event, I assume, we will have Dusty Rhodes defending the Punchy Boys 2K18 champion against Luke Gallows. WrestleMania will be the battle between Black Snorlaxes versus the whole universe of Friday Night Fights for control of the company. It's gonna be like Team WWE versus Team Nexus at fucking WrestleMania is gonna be the main event. And it's like if we win, if Snorlax and Black Ref win, there is no 2K19 universe. We just have to wait till 2020. I guess it would be 2K20. It wouldn't be the year 2020 because these come out like a year before. Either way, I think we're finally ready, just about here, for this main event, which will be Big Papa Smurf. Let me make sure I can get this in one click. Clearly I can't. Or can I? Do I have the... Is it up and going? No, it is. Okay. So we're good to go for this main... Wait, what do you mean? Get a camera back there! Apparently there's something going on backstage What is Perkins doing? Why is he jumping Sami Zayn and screaming at him? What is... Sami Zayn just beat Roderick Strong. Oh my god, and Perkins jumping Sami. What is happening here? Perkins isn't even supposed to be in the arena tonight. Him and Miz were supposed to be gone. And immediately Sami fighting back against Perkins. Oh, big chop. We're trying to get ready for our main event here. Northern Lights suplex on the concrete. Sami Zayn clearly exhausted from taking on Roderick Strong, controlled by Ruby Riott. And as soon as I say that... No, you don't... You don't think Ruby Riott would take control of Roddy to help the Mizzards, do you? Is that what this has all been leading to? Sami, oh my god! And now Perkins looking out for possibly their new teammate. I could be wrong. Are they trying to turn this into an even 3-on-3 fight using a paralyzed Roderick Strong as he heel kicks Sami? Where the hell is Kevin Owens? This is not good for Sami. Going into Great Balls of Fire. Perkins trying to break his arm. And there's that spinning heel kick. No. Perkins has a steel chair. Don't do it. Oh, no, Sami able to roll out of the way. And fights the steel chair out of his hands. Sami's spinning him around, throwing him into a locker. Now from behind, reverse DDT onto one of those little foot pads. Now Sami Zayn grabbing a steel chair of his own. Not afraid to fight dirty, but a roll by Perkins means nothing as he gets hit right in the head with that steel chair. Sami gonna teach Perkins a lesson for trying to jump him before Great Balls of Fire. You know, Sami didn't sign up for this. He just thought he was having a match against Roderick Strong. He never thought he was signing up to fight Mizzards. Big punch from Perkins. As he gets him up, kicking him hard in the shin. Right hook. No. No, not to Sami. Inverted lung blower. Oh, and he hits his head on the briefcase. Good lord. Sami fighting back. Elbow to Perkins. Right hook, no. TJP having none of it. Sends Sami head first into the locker. Kick to the gut. And a super kick. He just hit his head on the corner. Another super kick. Oh, and Perkins dunks on Sami's body. What on earth? What disrespect. But Sami fighting back, shoulder tackling Perkins to the ground. And a Blue Thunder bomb on that hard floor. There may be carpet, but it's still incredibly painful. Zayn now looking to give Perkins a taste of his own medicine. DDT on the concrete. Zayn still not done with him, repeatedly punching Perkins. Throwing him into that locker again, that hard. These are very strong, resilient lockers. They really give their superstars the best. Here, jump car promotion rounds, and I think Perkins is knocked out. Perkins was knocked out from that DDT to the concrete. Sami Zayn able to survive that beatdown from Perkins. Zayn and Owens are looking incredibly strong going into Great Balls of Fire. What? But, the question to come from that... I would say there's two questions coming from that. Number one, is this a new side that we're seeing of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens? They've been unstoppable this week. Is this the aggression they've needed from the very beginning? And secondly, is Perkins working with Ruby Riott and that's why she took control of Roderick Strong? Or is this all just a big coincidence? I don't know. I assume we'll have to wait and find out at Great Balls of Fire. As we prepare now for our real main event, is of course the Fight Master Championship match. Fight Master Championship match. Big Papa Smurf defending his title against a special competitor. And this is a very special match. I'm going to tell you the type of the match first. Because this is... and I say this a lot. I said this with Roman Reigns. I said it with Roddy, I think. I think I said it with someone else, too. I would say this not because of Big Papa Smurf, not because of who he's fighting, but because of this match. I think this is the match where Big Papa Smurf is most likely to lose the Fight Master Championship. And I say that because he is defending the title here tonight in a steel cage match. Which means Big Papa Smurf does not have to be pinned or submitted to lose the title. If the other person can just escape the cage, if they can just outrun Big Papa Smurf, then he will lose that Fight Master title. There we see the cage looming over them, ready for this main event. He's facing the steel cage. He's facing Hell in a Cell. He's facing Danny DeVito. Well, maybe Big Papa Smurf doesn't have to worry about them outrunning him then. Yeah, stay tuned for the Big Papa Smurf versus Hell in a Cell at Great Balls of Fire. Don't cross the boss. Danny DeVito, ready to take this contest into the steel cage. Hi, Donker. Hello. Hello, sweet babe. I know you are tiny. It's a baby Andre. It's a baby Andre. Jim, you want me to help you? Alright. Oh, speaking of babies, Dunk's had trouble getting on the couch. He needed help. He says, dang. He wants to watch Big Papa Smurf defend the Fight Master title inside a steel cage with Danny DeVito. Are you snooting, big boy? Tweeting out the main event. Good Papa. Could baby Andre be the one to topple Papa Smurf? Or will Big Papa continue his run to become the greatest Fight Master champion of all time? Or will a steel cage consume them both, leaving the title vacant? I guess at that point the cage would be the title holder. It is a 24/7 defended title. Inspire the fire. True champ. And here we go. This match ready to get underway. Pinfall, submission, or escape the cage. Full Nelson slam by Big Papa Smurf. These are the three ways that someone can walk out of here Fight Master champion. Samoan drop to Danny DeVito. We've seen Big Papa Smurf like this the last few weeks. Scorpion was the other one I said was his biggest competitor, because I remember he crushed Scorpion. Northern Lights suplex by Danny DeVito. Big Papa Smurf knows he's so close to his goal of being the best Fight Master champion of all time, so he has to give it 100,000,000% every night to make sure that title doesn't slip from his hands. Irish whipping Danny DeVito into the ropes. Big elbow. And DeVito screams and punches him hard in the face. Big backbreaker. Oh, I know, tender donk. Now Danny DeVito grabbing Big Papa Smurf from behind for that back body suplex. big knee. Danny getting him up to one knee, but Big Papa Smurf reversing. I think that was a punch to the wiener followed by a clothesline. As Big Papa Smurf circles, tries to figure out how he's going to take out Danny DeVito. Big slam. My Universe promotion's name is KPW. What do you think it means? I don't know. Kick-ass pro wrestling. Killer pro wrestling. I'm going to assume it's something pro wrestling. Kick-ass pro wrestling would be my guess. What an elbow drop. No, it's like a forearm smash from the second rope. And now Big Papa Smurf just beating Danny DeVito's head into the ground. Growl. What an angry boy. Now Danny DeVito with the reverse DDT. Koi Pond Wrestling. Never would have guessed. Not in a million years. But I already love the idea of it. It stands for Kinky Pro World. Danny DeVito now dropping the knuckle on Big Papa Smurf's face. He's in a bit of danger here. At risk of losing the title. DDT to Big Papa Smurf. This could be Danny DeVito's chance to climb that cage and escape. Going for the neck breaker. Dropping the knuckle once again. I don't think we've ever seen Big Papa Smurf in this much trouble before. Oh, what a right hook. And there it is, followed up by a classic move. The Gargamel to Danny DeVito. We've seen that so many times before. And Danny trying to crawl away. But Big Papa Smurf going for the pin. I don't know what the count is because there's no referee and I don't have sound. Big Papa Smurf trying to escape the cage. He's climbing. He's a fast climber as Danny DeVito's up to one knee. He's at the top. Danny's trying to get there. Big Papa Smurf has escaped the cage. Picked that name since there was a koi fishes in one of the logos in game. That makes sense. Makes sense. Big Papa Smurf escapes the steel cage and will be facing Darth Maul at Great Balls of Fire. He's the Gargamel is counting. He's the ref. Makes sense. No wonder Big Papa Smurf chose to escape the cage. He knew he'd never get a pinfall with Gargamel as the referee. Well, I guess they had to hire someone as the ref since Black Ref just retired. Well, thank you all for coming out here to Jimmbob Crocket Promotions. We will continue with Friday Night while Papa's a Coward ran away from Baby Andre as he stares him down. Big Papa Smurf lives to fight another day, and I believe, I could be wrong about this. Oh, and I'll do the math in a bit. I believe if Big Papa Smurf retains the title at Great Balls of Fire, he will be the longest reigning Fight Master champion of all time. He may just be the, he might tie the record. I'm pretty sure it's one of the two. I don't know. I'll be sure to let you know come Great Balls of Fire. But either way, thank you for joining us here tonight, and I will see you next time. But in reality, now that that's been said, they probably said, hey, you're always